in a game, and he has never allowed more than 6 hits in any of his 26 Major League starts. Still a really incredible run for Skeens, who owns a lifetime opposing batting average of 196. That's all that opponents hit off Paul Skeens. And so for tonight, it'll be the Pirates against the Nationals here in Game 1 of this series. Now, weather-wise, check your radars. It looks like most of the severe weather will stay south of the state and maybe really avoid much of the metro area here. So might get some precipitation, but it shouldn't prohibit play as we're set to begin on time, and should have a full night of baseball for you here from PNC.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
$5 a.m.
or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet.
Solo session.
Or team effort.
It's where the work begins.
And never really ends.
However you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
1-1. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one hop the wall. Dansby scores, Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. Hits just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lofts one deep to right center. There it goes, into the bleachers, see ya! Back to back, that one's driven deep to left field. There it goes, see ya! Back to back to back, 3-0 Yankees.
Absolute tank, right center field. It is off the wall to second.
Welcome back. We're here inside the skipper's office with Pirates manager Derek Shelton. Game 1 of 4 with the Nats. Start of a 7-game homestand. Good to be back home. It was just a brief 3-game road trip. It was no fun, though, Shelty, as the Reds ended up sweeping the 3 games. A 4-0 loss yesterday in Cincinnati. When Hunter Green is Hunter Green, he was exceptional. 7 innings, 2 hits, retired the last 17 in a row. He is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good. I think, and I don't know who pointed it out to me, but I mean, since last August, I mean, maybe one of, if not the best pitcher in baseball in terms of ERA and his stuff. And yesterday, man, he was dialed in.
And he does it mainly with a couple of, he did yesterday, with a couple of exceptional pitches. He's got the triple-digit fastball, the unhittable slider, literally unhittable slider. He threw in a handful of splitters, but as Bob Walk and I were talking about on the radio side, Bob mentioned, not to compare him to Steve Carlton, but it was a former teammate of Bob's. Carlton used 2 pitches, fastball, slider. You can do it when you can command such an elite fastball.
Yeah, and I think that last word you used there is the indicator. It has to be an elite fastball. When you can go out and attack with your fastball. And I mean, I think yesterday early in the game, I mean, he really didn't have good command of it, but he was still missing on the plate. And when you miss on the plate and it's 99 to 100 in different spots, and then later on, I mean, he got dialed in. I mean, I go to the one pitch he threw to O'Neill, the one that was 100 down and away, 3-2, split the black. I mean, later in the game, he really had some good stuff. And but on the flip side of it, early in the game, we had some opportunities, and we did not capitalize on opportunities we had early in the game.
And that's certainly what you have to do against elite pitchers, to capitalize whenever you get a chance, especially early, because they can go to the whip later. Now, Carmen Majinski for the Pirates was good. The first 8 hitters retired. Then he walks the number 9 man, Austin Wynns. He'd love to have that back, I'm sure. Then the double to TJ Friedel, and then you're in kind of a zim-zam, Shelty, because you're forced to play the infield in because the Pirates aren't scoring runs, and you've got Hunter Green on the other end, and then Espinal hits that little pop-up into shallow right center field that scores too. But it goes back to walking that leadoff man. I would think Carmen Majinski would like to have that back.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time through he walked a 9-hole hitter. The second time through he walked the 8-hole hitter and then gave up a hit to the 9-hole hitter. And we have to be able to execute pitches. And that's not to say that big league players aren't going to get hits.
5 a.m.
or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet. Solo session.
Or team effort.
It's where the work begins.
And never really ends.
However you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
1-1. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one hop the wall. Dansby scores, Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. Hits just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
To mourn the loss of an athletics legend and one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history, Rickey Henderson. Today, we honor his memory with his number 24 on our backs, all season long with his number 24 on our sleeves, and forever, his legacy in our hearts. Now, please join us in a 24-second moment of silence for the late, great Rickey Henderson.
Count is 0-2. Tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. There's a swing and a line drive into the corner. Fair ball! A walk-off winner on opening day! Look at him come out of the dugout! It's the first walk-off in Marlins history on opening day, and it comes courtesy of Kyle Stowers. How about that?
I mean, offensively, we need to get in a better spot and been trying different things. O'Neill has been productive in that spot before. I've been a little hesitant to do it because I do think he protects Brian a little bit. But as we get back to full strength, I hope we get a better view of our offense. I mean, we missed Joey for 3 days now. With Brian being able to regulated to just DH stuff, it's caused Kutch not to be in probably as much as we would have liked, and he's had to go into the outfield. We lost Gonzo. We haven't had Horowitz. I mean, we lost Cruz for a couple days. It's just one of those things that, I think I'll be pleased when we get our offense back to a little bit of what we expected. And realizing everybody has to go through injuries, but, trying to mix it up enough that we kind of jumpstart ourselves.
Mentioned Brian Reynolds DHing again tonight. Is he getting closer, you think, where he might be able to play the outfield?
Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the week we're in a situation where he's in the middle of a throwing program right now. All indications is that throwing program is going well. But there is a process, when you come back, off an injury, and we have to make sure that he's right because we need him to get him back in the outfield.
Shelty, Paul Skeens goes tonight. I'm sure he's looking for a big bounce back. It's hard to say that because you look at his numbers. They weren't horrible, but for him, his worst start maybe of his life. Do you fear, we've talked about this over the short period of time this season, and in the past, teams go through offensive struggles where you fear pitchers have to be perfect. Not necessarily the case with Skeens, but do you fear that with your pitchers? Got to be perfect because the offense is struggling.
Yeah, I think you have to be concerned with pitchers trying to get too fine and not wanting to make mistakes. And in Paul's case, we just need him to go out and pitch his game. But yeah, that can become a concern, but we have to try to separate those things and just let, our pitching group do what they do and not focus on the other side of the ball.
Chelsea, last year, I think Yasmani Grandal and Skeens were teamed up a bunch. There's that comfort level. It seems like he's got a comfort level with Andy Rodriguez, so they didn't match up at all in the minor leagues. Not that Skeens was there much, maybe a couple times in spring training. What is it about that catcher-pitcher relationship?
Well, I think for every pitcher, that they have comfort with anybody. I mean, last year I think we were pretty diligent with Yaz catching Paul. I mean, this year, we will not be. I mean, both Joey and Indy will catch him, or Henry, depending on, the situation of who's here. But it just worked out today. I mean, Joey's still battling. He had not caught yet. He had not done any receiving stuff. So he did that pregame and checked out and is in a good spot.
5 a.m.
or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet. Solo session.
What's in effort?
It's where the work begins.
And never really ends.
However you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
Well, he's left-handed, and he hits this one with authority. That one is out of here. Juan Soto's first home run as a New York Met, a laser, and so many more to come in the next 15 years. Usually doesn't take long for Soto to hit his first home run with a new team. With the Yankees, it was his third game. With the Mets, his second.
Sometimes you gotta let people know what neighborhood you're from. That ball is squared up. Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go! Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle!
First cycle since Mark Grace.
Pirates. Step into your sneakers and head down to PNC Park for the 4th annual Pirates Charities Family Walk, presented by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Join Pirates players and coaches on Saturday, May 24th for a unique experience at the best ballpark in America. All proceeds from this event will support mental health resources and programming in our community. Register early for special pricing and gifts from the Pirates. Kids and strollers are free, and be sure to stick around for a fun post-walk carnival. Register today at pirates.com/familywalk.
We're back on the pregame show here from PNC Park. The Pirates and the Nationals coming up here tonight. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Pirates Radio Network. Baseball fans, meet Pays, a convenient new online checkout offered by banks and credit unions. Learn more at Pays.com, P-A-Z-E, Pays.com. And tonight, a very anticipated matchup, one we have not seen as professionals, Paul Skeens versus Dylan Cruz. Notable because the two were teammates at LSU, but also because it's the number 1 pick of the 23 draft, Skeens, against the number 2 pick, Dylan Cruz of the Nationals. And the last time the Pirates were involved in such an instance was when Jamison Tyone, the number 2 pick of the 2010 draft, faced then the Nationals' Bryce Harper, who was taken first overall in that 10 draft when Tyone was with the Pirates. So that's a little fun fact for you tonight. Should be a good one. First of 4, Skeens for the Pirates, Brad Lord for the Nationals, and we'll have the starting lineups coming up for you next, right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Betcris.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new Nationals opening day record for Mackenzie Gore. He'll depart the mound to a standing ovation to the first base side. 6 one-hit shutout innings for Gore against the Phillies.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go. There we go. And he's in. Oh, my. We got a cycle.
First cycle since Mark Grace.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
Sun Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply, subject to third-party service availability. Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Available on Nissan Altima, Kicks, Leaf, Rogue, Sentra, and Versa. All prices are manufacturer suggested retail price. MSRP.
Destroys that one into the bullpen to tie the game 2-2.
1-0, gets one right down the middle. But this one here, he tries to get the ball in the air, and he drives that this kid is strong. Kev, we talked about the hips, the keeping the hands back. He creates some torque. That thing got out quick.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again. The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive.
Making his 4th start tonight. The reigning Rookie of the Year, or the Rookie of the Year last year, and a guy who, well, many believe will be the Rookie of the Year at the end of this season. His LSU teammate Dylan Cruz getting ready. This will be the first matchup. These two, 1-2 in the draft a couple of years ago. Dylan Cruz struggling right now, Bob. It's not been a struggle for Paul Skeens.
No, it hasn't. Skeens has hit the ground running better than just about anybody I've ever seen.
Making his 5th appearance, just his 2nd start of the year. For your Pirates, the record 5-11. Derek Shelton will send O'Neill Cruz to hit first. He's in center field. The designated hitter tonight, Brian Reynolds, will bat 2nd. In the 3rd spot, in right field, it's Andrew McCutchen. And Manuel Valdez bats 4th. He is at first base. The 3rd baseman will bat 5th. That's Key Brian Hayes. Doing the catching is Endy Rodriguez. He hits 6th. In the 7th spot, it's Tommy Pham. He'll play left field. The 2nd baseman hits 8th. That's Adam Frazier. The shortstop's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He'll hit 9th. And pitching for your Bucks, it's a Skeens night. Paul Skeens. He's making his 4th start of the year. He has a 1-1 record, a .344 earned run average. Those lineups for you again. The Nats have Alex Call, James Wood, Keibert Ruiz up the top. Nathaniel Lowe, Josh Bell, Luis Garcia, Paul DeYoung, Dylan Cruz, and Nasim Nunez, with Brad Lord getting the start. For your Pirates, O'Neill Cruz, Brian Reynolds, Andrew McCutchen, and Manuel Valdez, Key Brian Hayes, Endy Rodriguez, Tommy Pham, Adam Frazier, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, with Paul Skeens getting this start. And we'll have tonight's first pitch for you from Paul Skeens in just a moment or two. Listening right here on your Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Whether you're catching the game at home or at your favorite bar in the Burgh, when summer vibes are strong and baseball season is in full swing, reach for the beer that's always right. Icy Light Mango is 95 calories of juicy, bold refreshment that puts the party in watch party and will have you wanting more than just a Buccos win. Icy Light Mango. Around here, it's always go time. Available any time of the year. Brewed by Pittsburgh brewing makers of Iron City and Icy Light.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
The Pirates and PNC are going to bat for local small businesses by highlighting a different business each month. This month, the spotlight is on Aunt Cheryl's Baking and Catering, serving delicious food made from the heart. Their catering menu specializes in unique boxed lunches featuring their signature turkey salad, award-winning sweet potato pie, and more. They support the Braddock Youth Program, fostering work skills for youth in the community. To learn more, you can find them on Instagram at Aunt Cheryl's Cafe.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Paul Skeens takes the mound for the Pirates. They're back home tonight, taking on the Washington Nationals. And Skeens already, we've seen him so many times be the stopper for the Pirates to try to get the Bucks back to their winning ways here tonight.
I don't think we've ever seen him start a game after having a bad start, which is, it's going to happen to everybody. But my goodness, it was like, what happened? He had a little rough time against the St. Louis Cardinals. He still went 6 innings and struck out 7, but gave up a career 5 earned runs on 6 hits. Still hasn't allowed more than 6 hits in any start in his career, but you expect him to dominate. So that was kind of a head scratcher. The Cardinals were able to string some hits together, put up a couple of runs on him. So I'm sure he's been dying to get back out there. He had 5 days since his last start, 5 days rest since his last start. So some guys in this Nationals lineup, though, that can swing the bats. They got some nice averages, including the NL's leading hitter. So it might be challenging, but Paul Skeens, you just think that he's been looking forward to this start, and I'm sure we'll throw up a bunch of zeros.
The Nationals come in 9th out of the 30 teams in runs per game, and they've allowed the 3rd most runs per game. So the pitching has been more of the question for the 6-9 Nationals. And of course the Pirates coming off that, Hunter Green is phenomenal, but bigger picture, the Pirates have not been hitting this year, so maybe they get right against the Nationals club that hasn't pitched very well so far. Alex Call will lead it off. He's got on base half the time this year. Right-handed batter will start things. Nationals clad in the traveling gray tops and bottoms. Pirates with Pittsburgh across the front in the black tops. And Skeens ready to go. Here's the first one. Right there for a strike. 99 right at the knees and right on the outer edge. How do you come out of the gates with perfect placement of the down and away fastball and at that velocity?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what makes him special, is that not only does he have that great arm, he has assortment, a handful of pitches, and he can locate them.
So ahead a strike on Call. Hayes will play even with the bag at third. Just missed with 99, and it's a ball and a strike. Cloudy skies overhead. Warm temperatures today. It's been very nice. It's 75 at game time. Rain should stay to the south, or at least the big boomers. Wind is blowing out to left. Swing and a miss. Late on 99, elevated. Skeens ahead, a ball and 2 strikes on call. Right-hander works from the first base side of the rubber in the 1-2. Swinging a foul back, late on 99 in the same spot.
Being aggressive, all fastballs, all at 99 miles per hour.
It was very cold in Skeens' last start on Tuesday. Getting to work in that weather that more resembles Southern California where he grew up. Pitched outside with the big sweeping slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Didn't see him use that newer, more traditional slider cutter in that last start. Only saw 1 or 2 changeups. Here's a 2-2. Swinging a bouncer onto third. Hayes playing back of the bag now. Fields at it and throws onto first to strike for the out.
So that's the one thing I think about with Paul Skeens, okay? Especially a day after we saw Hunter Green throw and pretty much dominate with 2 pitches. Upper 90s to 100-mile-an-hour fastball and a really good slider that he located, and an occasional change or splitter. And with Paul, you look at the guy and the velocity, and you think, well, he could probably dominate with 2 pitches if he wants to, you know.
Here's James Wood, who grounds it foul.
And yet he has 7 different pitches. And so you wonder, you know, for one, how do you incorporate all 7 in? When do you throw all 7? How do you, how well do you locate all 7 pitches? You know, you wonder, you know, and I'm sure he's going to continue to work and tinker and figure things out.
0-1 is outside.
He
fastball.
Doesn't seem the type to be complacent, you know, to where he'll always look to add or get better. But, you know, how do you incorporate all those pitches, and how do you locate them and stay consistent with it all?
1-1, a swing and a miss. He's late 99 right down the middle. 1-2 on big, tall James Wood.
And it's almost like in this game, he's just, well, I'm gonna establish the fastball early. No messing around. I'm coming at him.
James Wood, 4 months younger than Skeens. Here's a 1-2. Down and in, almost hit him with that slider. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now
he's saying it hit him.
Now the call has changed to hit by pitch. Manny Gonzalez working the plate tonight. Calls hit by pitch. He looks over to the Pirates dugout to see if they want to challenge that.
Yeah, there's no question that changed direction. So it hit the front of it hit the front foot, the right foot of the left-handed batter. And I think it came up and got a piece of Endy Rodriguez as well as.
And his right throwing hand. Rafael Freitas, the head athletic trainer, is looking at Endy Rodriguez right now. Remember, the Pirates.
They're taking him out.
Well, Joey Bart was said to be available tonight, but they also have Henry Davis. They have 3 catchers on the roster right now. And, yeah, it looks like the right index finger.
Unless they're going to bandage him up. I'm not sure, but
Derek Shelton is talking with Manny Gonzalez right now. Oh, he's trying to catch it on a hop, and it missed his glove and then got him in the finger. Is that?
Yeah, I think the ball changed directions a little bit, and so his glove's way out in front trying to pick it. His right hand is over by his right thigh, and, you know, as it hits the foot and comes up, it just, changed directions, hit him on the back of that right hand.
So they're permitting the Pirates to have a stoppage of play to tend to Endy Rodriguez and keep him in the game. Meanwhile, Skeens is behind the mound lurking, and somebody has moved out behind the plate to catch him if he so desires to throw a warm-up toss. I don't know who that is. Ununiformed person who is catching Paul Skeens on the field during the game. And now Henry Davis is going to come in and catch. So Endy Rodriguez is going to leave this game. I guess they were waiting on Henry to get suited up.
It didn't take long for Rafi, the Pirate trainer, Rafi Freitas, to kind of look at that finger. It had a towel on looked like the index or middle finger, and I kind of saw him shake his head no. So I think they saw something that obviously Freitas felt that he couldn't stay in the game.
So now Skeens is going to throw some warm-up tosses to Henry Davis. Derek Shelton saying on the pregame show tonight that Bart should be available if his back didn't flare up any further. So they still do have another catcher on the roster tonight. But remember, these days, the pitcher and the catcher, the starting catcher, they game plan together, and they've got it all figured out how the game's going to go. And then now the third batter of the game, you got a brand new catcher in there.
I'm sure all the catchers are in there, though. I mean, I'd be shocked if all the catchers aren't in there during the game planning.
Here's Keibert Ruiz, National League's leading hitter at .373. After the long layoff, he grounds it foul up first base. So the Pirates defensively tonight, it's Pham, Cruz, and McCutchen in the outfield. It's Hayes having a fantastic season defensively again. Kiner Falefa and Frazier in the middle. Valdez at first, and now Davis. Pirates' second catcher of the game here with the third batter of this contest. Top of the first, man at first, that's Wood. He can run, and the toss over, he's back in. 3 steals already. 6'7", 22-year-old. And 0-1 on Keibert Ruiz. Switch hitter batting left. Off to a great start. Pitch. And fouled back. A one-handed offer on that changeup down and away. 2 strikes.
Yeah, how about that? Paul Skeens being very aggressive to the first 2 batters. Coming at him with a heavy dose of fastballs. And Ruiz steps up. Gets a first pitch splinker, a second pitch changeup. And he's geared up for the fastball. Was way out in front of both.
I think Skeens wants a double play ball. 2 strikes, he's ahead. And the pitch, left it up. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 98. From Skeens, since Paul Skeens debuted, he has the lowest earned run average in baseball for starting pitchers. 214. Ahead, 1-2, and a toss over. Good move. Wood is back. Who do you think's number 2 in that span? 217, right behind him.
Oh, since he debuted, Hunter Green.
Yeah, Hunter Green. Yeah, right behind him. 1-2 with the pitch home, a swing and a foul back on that changeup down and away again.
And that's a good job of actually covering that. When you get a guy throwing 100, you got a pretty good changeup just off the outside edge, and Ruiz is able to waste it. Figured too close to take.
Trying to get him to hit a one-hopper on to second base. Here's a 1-2 again, a hit up first, but foul. 1-2 on Keibert Ruiz. Again, to recap, Endy Rodriguez leaving this game here after taking a ball what looked like off of his right index finger. Once we get official word, we'll let you know. Pirates have been really banged up. Here's the pitch. Ruiz, a wave and a miss, struck him out. The changeup even farther off the plate. Couldn't cover that, and there's the first strikeout for Skeens.
Yeah, that's hard to get a swing on that pitch. I mean, it was about 1.5 feet away. I mean, if it was a right-handed batter up, it might have hit him.
And so 2 outs. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, left-handed batter. Takes a strike. There's that more of a conventional slider in there from Skeens. Low at 250, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. Great pickup over the winter from Texas. First baseman, pitch outside, fastball at 99, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Lowe has got 2 years of control left. He's already won a World Series, a Gold Glove, and he's been a Silver Slugger. Got him for a reliever who had a .422 ERA last year. Wow. Nice trade. Pickoff move to first, gets past the first baseman Valdez. Wood heads to second and will hold there.
Yeah, Wood was content just taking the 90 feet. After it got by, I thought he was going to end up on third, but with 2 outs, he figured he'd take it easy, but he was picked off. If that ball's caught, he's out. I thought it should have been caught. I'm sure they'll give Paul Skeens the error, but just off the end of the glove of Valdez. If he catches it, the inning's over.
The Pirates still waiting on Spencer Horwitz to get healthy. They're planned first baseman to start the year. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike, so they've been piecing together guys over there at first. And Valdez sometime at first base in the minor leagues and recently here with the Pirates. 2 balls and a strike on Lowe with now a man in scoring position. Skeens comes home. Ball out. Tried the splinker. 3 balls and a strike. And Lowe, those 15 runs batted in, top 10 in the league. Behind him, 3-1 the pitch. Swinging a ground ball on to short. Routine play for Kiner Falefa. Throws a strike on to first. And that ends the inning. So a hit batter left on for the Nationals. And the Pirates come to bat here in the home half of the first inning. No score on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Baseball. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Or interruption in service. Dynegy, powered by Vistra, official energy supplier of the Pittsburgh Pirates and PNC Park. Call 866-415-4674 or visit Dynegy.com to make the switch today.
Now the Pirates coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Brad Lord, a right-hander, make his second major league start. Facing O'Neal Cruz, who slides into the leadoff spot tonight. And it's taken outside, ball 1.
And they can gear up for the fastball because Lord throws over 80% fastballs in the mid-90s. 2-seamer, 4-seamer.
1-0 pitch, swinging a ball line sharply, but caught by the shortstop Nunez, and 1 out. The Nationals in the field. They've got their own Cruz in center field tonight. Dylan Cruz, who won a minor league Gold Glove in center field last year. Wood is in left, and Call is in right. DeYoung, Nunez, Garcia, and Lowe third around the horn to first. Keibert Ruiz, an improved catcher defensively, and of course we mentioned at the plate as well. So he'll hold the running game down a little bit better than he did last year. Outside, ball 1.
By the way, that line drive, 115 miles per hour.
Yeah, surprised it didn't knuckle as hit so hard.
Typically, you hit the other way, it won't knuckle.
Oh, is that right? They're swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it's usually when you pull it to the shortstop. Like if a right-handed hitter would hit it hard like that to the shortstop, you'll see knuckling. But if for whatever reason, when a lefty hits it to the left of second, it's not going to knuckle.
Stays true?
Yeah.
Here's a 1-1. Down low, 2-1. I'm glad I've never had to try to catch 115.
But yeah, and again, baseball. There's obviously some luck involved with baseball. That obviously was bad luck.
Here's a 2-1. Reynolds fights it off, hits it foul, right up the third base line. It just ran out of steam. 2-2.
And I was about to say, if that landed fair, it's a double. And you'd think, well, he hits one about 70 miles an hour, gets a double. He hit one 115 miles an hour, it's an out. So there are, certain times you just get unlucky.
Just kind of faded. So now 2-2 with 1 out, and the pitch from Lord, and fouled away sharply 97 there from Brad Lord.
Yep, right down the middle.
25 years old from Crawfordville, Florida. Had a great year, moved up 3 levels in the minor leagues last year. Here's a 2-2. Reynolds cracks his bat and lines it, caught by the shortstop Nunez, backtracking into shallow center, and that's the second out.
Pretty much the same spot, except a couple steps into the outfield grass. Nunez hauls it in.
Here is Andrew McCutchen. Comes in at 257 with a home run. He's always hit the Nationals well. Lord delivers a strike. Two outs and nobody on. No score here in the first. Pitch hit into center and down for a base hit.
He's amazing. He really is amazing, Andrew McCutchen. He's seen plenty of fastballs from hundreds, if not thousands, of pitchers. And the first one he sees thrown by Brad Lord, he turns it around.
Yeah, he's obviously never faced Brad Lord. And so a man on. Here's Emmanuel Valdez. He's the Pirates' cleanup hitter tonight, and he'll take outside for ball 1. So McCutchen is on. Coming into tonight, Kutch, anyone that's faced the Nationals with 400 plate appearances, so that's a pretty high number, but, guys have been around for a little while. Second highest OPS against the Nationals since they moved to D.C. Doesn't count any Expos. Ball outside, 2-0 on Valdez. 148 without a home run. So that ends 25 in a row retired dating back to yesterday. Here's a 2-0. Outside, 3-0 on Valdez. Hayes would be next, and then Davis. Remember, Andy Rodriguez leaving the game with injury. Lord delivers. Strike. Fastball on the outer third. 96, very firm. Had to move to the rotation when Michael Soroka hit the injured list for the Nationals. Started last year in A-ball. Here's a 3-1. Valdez swings and fouls it left side, 3-2. And as Brownie mentioned on the pregame show, Lord was working at the Home Depot last year.
Yeah, well.
Now, he was pitching in the minor leagues, but he wasn't counting on making the big leagues necessarily, and wanted to save up some dough.
Yeah, well, that's quite the jump.
Might get some discounts on mulch if you work there. 3-2, the runner will go. That's McCutchen. The pitch outside, he walked him, stayed away from him. Whole at bat.
Yeah, curious. Likes that side of the plate. If he's going to throw nothing but fastballs, and he's thrown a couple of breaking balls, but mostly fastballs. And if you're not going to move it in and out, leave it there, that could hurt you.
Stations will get you that ID in a moment. First and second for the Pirates with 2 out. First inning, looking to get on the board first against Brad Lord in the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Sweeping slider.
Massive gap for Ke'Bryan Hayes between the left fielder and the center fielder.
Hits the ball the other way a lot. Typically, that's how the outfield plays, but yeah, that is pronounced. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball line to right, base hit for Hayes. McCutchen will be waved home. Call's throw is up the line and back pick to first. Hayes is out. The run is in, but Hayes is out, rounding first, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates grab the lead 1-0 through an inning here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Get in the zone.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live.
1-0 Pirates. Will pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Josh Bell will face Paul Skeens here to start the second. Pirates have a 1-0 lead. Sun coming out a little bit, illuminating the Clemente Bridge in the backdrop. Bell will take a strike. What happened on that final play in the first?
Well, you know, Brian Hayes, it's one of those things to where, you know, the play's right in front of him. He has a base hit. It's a short porch and right fielder comes up and charges it. And if you're not, you know, he sees him, there's no cutoff man. He sees the first baseman in front of him. There's another strike thrown on the inside corner, 0-2. You know, and you know, he gets to the bag. He sees the throw go through. And you have no chance of advancing to second base. So don't bother even with a turn in that situation. You know, it's just one of those things where, you know, he wasn't going hard around first. He was just kind of going into first. And when he saw the throw, he took off.
Up high 1-2.
And so, you know, there are times where you can try to get the second when the throw comes home from the outfield. But on that ball, it got to the right fielder so fast, and he throws it in. Pretty strong arm. You're not getting the second.
1-2 bounces up there. 2-2.
Especially if you're not busting it. So, I mean, he was kind of just pulling up at first when he saw the throw, and then he kind of took a couple of 4 or 5 steps. And at that point, the ball's already in the catcher's mitt. He throws behind. The first baseman's right there because he didn't have to line up the throw.
2-2 coming. And a swing and miss. Josh Bell strikes out on a fastball well off the plate away.
And he wasn't real happy with the first 2 strikes. The first one looked down. The other one looked maybe a little in. And then he ended up chasing. Yeah, and so in a way, I mean, again, everything was in front of Brian Hayes. He could see the first baseman went for the line drive, so it kind of took him away from the play, so he can't come back to cut it off. A lot of times when you're rounding first, the first baseman's in the grass as there's a ball taken away. So the first baseman's in the grass as the cutoff man waiting for the throw. So you typically won't even have a position player there. But because Lowe went for the line drive and it got there so quick, he was nowhere. He was kind of just in no man's land.
Grounded foul, ball and a strike.
He was right around the bag. And so, you know, the ball went through all the way to the catcher, one hop the catcher, and Lowe's standing there at the bag. And he didn't have to get that far off. He was only 10 or 12 feet past first.
A 1-1 on Luis Garcia Jr. here with 1 out. Skeens comes home and delivers outside 2-1. And give Ruiz some credit, too. He came up, charged that ball a little bit, too.
He got himself in a position to throw as he caught it. He was looking to throw to first. I thought maybe third because the runner was going to third, but he got himself turned to throw back behind the runner at first.
2-1 is hit past the mound towards short, and Kiner Falefa has it on the run. He'll throw out Garcia. 2 up and 2 down against Skeens here in the second inning. Paul DeYoung will come up with the bases empty.
The other thing was weird about it, because he wasn't that far off. He never got to the bag. He kind of fell back to first instead of diving back. You know, if he hits the brakes and dives back, maybe he gets there. But he never got near the bag.
Here's DeYoung now with the Nationals, and he fouls it back. So they put out 9 to 2 to 3. And Call gets an assist from the outfield. Pirates get a run because it scored before Hayes was out on a non-force out to end the inning. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I always usually like to excuse aggressive base running, you know, because a situation where, okay, an outfielder airmails a cutoff man, well, maybe you can get in the scoring position. But if you're not running hard, that's not going to happen.
1-1 is lofted to center. O'Neill Cruz now coming on, and he slides and it falls beside him. He initially didn't break for it and then tried to turn on the jets and couldn't get there. So DeYoung is at first.
Yeah, a couple of bad things there. You know, fortunately, the second bad thing is DeYoung wasn't running. He was just trotting to first. Otherwise, they'd have a runner in scoring position. But yeah, the break back, Cruz. You know, a lot of times, we were talking about it yesterday, actually, after he made a play. You know, you don't get a great jump, at least the speed can make up for it. The speed didn't make up for it there.
Here is Cruz, the center fielder, and a strike for the Nationals. Dylan Cruz at 116 without an extra base hit or an RBI. Did not play Saturday nor Sunday, but he's facing Paul Skeens, his LSU teammate. Top 2 picks in the draft a couple of summers ago. Slider down and away. Looked like it might have caught the corner, but missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. A highly anticipated matchup. I bet you Dylan Cruz didn't think he'd have as many extra base hits as Skeens does at this stage of the season. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball fouled away, 1-2.
Well, at least Paul could say, well, I gave you a fastball to hit. You know, after a couple breaking balls to start the at-bat, he did throw him a 1-1 fastball that was on the outer third, 97. Hitting's hard, especially when you don't have a lot of experience. And Dylan Cruz, of course, not a lot of professional experience.
The pitch, swinging a tapper right back to Skeens, and he'll lob it onto first base for the final out. So Skeens versus Dylan Cruz, and Skeens wins round 1. 2-out single left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom half. It's 1-0.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, and the Pirates own the lead 1-0 over the Nationals. Brad Lord to face Henry Davis, who didn't start this game. He'll get the first at bat tonight and hit it to right. Sinking liner on a hop to call. It'll be a base hit for Davis. So Henry Davis, who substituted for Endy Rodriguez, who got hurt, ends up hitting a ball to right. And remember, last year he never hit a ball to the right of second base for a hit all year, so this is a good sign for Henry.
Yeah, well, he got tied up a little bit, and ball was in the air for a little bit of for a little while, and I could just imagine him running to first saying, "Please drop, sit," and luckily about 6 inches in front of the glove that dropped in front of the right fielder.
Tommy Pham hits in a swing and a miss and a strike. So 4 straight Pirates have reached now, dating back to last inning. Nothing one on Pham, and the pitch bounced softly onto third base. They'll go around the horn and turn the double play. 5-4-3, erasing the leadoff single. So 2 outs. Here's Frazier.
Well, that fastball, they're watching the replay, was a little bit off the plate in. Easy 2 hopper. And the only chance of staying out of the double play is if you take out the second baseman before he can get rid of it. But we don't see that much anymore.
Yeah, the first one wide, ball 1. Frazier, a left-handed batter. Pirates lead 1-0. Brad Lord, last year started the year in Wilmington. And a ball lobbed to left. Wood toward the line, makes the catch, and the Pirates are through in the second. To the third, 1-0 Pirates on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Bright and tangy pineapple flavors meet a tart lemon kiss. A unique sip of sunshine made for hot days, filled with relentless refreshment.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
To the third, and coming up on Saturday, the first 20,000 fans will take home a Paul Skeens bobblehead. That's courtesy of PNC. On Saturday, it's a 4:05 game. Cleveland is in town. Pitch, Nunez takes in for ball 1. Again, Saturday, Paul Skeens bobblehead brought to you by PNC. 4:05 game. Get your tickets. Pirates.com/promotions. Nasim Nunez, batting for the first time this year. Switch hitter bats left. The 1-0 backdoor slider for a strike. Now 1-1. Nunez started the year in AAA. Last year, a little action with the Nats. Fouled away and an edge fastball. 1-2. Played in the Futures game a couple of years ago. He's very fast.
Yeah, not a very big guy. I'm looking at his bat. His bat looks huge.
Not a torpedo bat. There's the pitch. Slider down it in, and it's 2-2.
What's he listed at 5'8" from the Bronx?
And 165 pounds. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went with the splinker. Third strikeout for Paul Skeens. And for every strikeout by Pirates pitchers in April, Coppers donates $25 to Steel City Selects. Here is Alex Call. Coming into tonight, he's been on base half the time this season. That's a .500 on base percentage. Here's the pitch to him, and it's ball one down low. He's walked 10 times, struck out twice.
Wow, that's good.
Out of Ball State, played for Rich Maloney there. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul, 1 ball and 1 strike on the splinker, getting way out in front. James Wood is on deck. That name probably not familiar yet, but he's one of the rising stars in baseball. The pitch. There's a strike.
He's been around a while. Actor?
You got me?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, July? That's not, oh, yeah. That James Wood. Wood on deck. Here's the 1-2 and hit up third. Hayes fields cleanly and gets the toss across for the second out. Now, you wouldn't believe this, but Wood, even though he grew up in Maryland, a big part of his life, Kennywood.
Oh, Kennywood, Maryland, huh?
No, Kennywood. His father. Kenny.
Oh, that's right.
His father is Kenny.
I remember you going through this with me last year. Yeah.
No, his dad, a great basketball standout at the University of Richmond, Kenny Wood. Outside ball 1 to James Wood. I forgot about it, and I saw it in my notes again, and I go, wait a minute. I know I pulled this on you last year, but we're going to go with it again. Here's the pitch.
Oh, you got me twice.
Yeah, there's a strike. 1-1 on James Wood. Came into tonight top 10 in OPS in the National League, just 22. He's younger than Skeens. Skeens still 22 years old. The pitch. Fastball strike right on the outer edge. Framed nicely by Henry Davis.
Yeah, good luck with that one. I mean, 98. Right. Half the ball on, half the ball off the plate.
Now the 1-2 high and away from Skeens. 2-2. Trying for his first 1-2-3 inning. Pirates lead 1-0. We're in the third. Two coming. Swinging on ball line foul right up first. He's hit 4 home runs his last 5 games. He's 6'7". Skeens back to work on a 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 99 at the top of the zone. Skeens with his 4th strikeout and a 1-2-3 inning. Pirates come to bat in the bottom of the third, looking to add to a 1-0 lead right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning.
Grand slam!
Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Pirates 1, Nationals nothing. We go to the bottom of the third. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will lead it off. Lord delivers low for ball 1. Then it's O'Neill Cruz and Brian Reynolds, the 9-1 and 2 hitters for the Pirates. Kiner-Falefa 260, right-handed batter. Lord, the righty pitcher, delivers inside. And it's 2-0 now on IKF.
I'm starting to think, I'm wondering if Lord can pitch to the other side of the plate. Everything's arm side. Into righties, away to lefties. He's done very little. He's thrown, other than the fastball that is, the breaking balls he's thrown to the other half.
2-0 and a swing and a liner out to center. Dylan Cruz backtracks, gets in front of it, makes a nice catch. Backtracking just before the warning track. 1 out. Coming up on Friday, first post-game Zambelli fireworks show after the 6:40 game against Cleveland. It's all brought to you by 93.7 The Fan. Get your tickets. See the whole fireworks calendar at pirates.com/fireworks. TV is showing us that Indy Rodriguez's right index finger is splinted. And so I haven't gotten any official word on the extent of the injury. But he had to leave the game in the top of the first inning. O'Neill Cruz lined out sharply to short. Still by far the hardest hit ball of this game.
Maybe one of the harder hit balls of the year for anybody. I would say I doubt very seriously there's been 10 balls hit that hard this year in all of Major League Baseball.
But it was right at the shortstop Nunez. And the pitch is outside. Fastball at 96. It's 2 balls and a strike. It was the hardest hit ball by Cruz this year. Here's the 2-1. Hit sharply down the left field line toward the wall, and it'll hit off the foot of the wall. Banging around, knocked down by Wood. Gets it in quickly, and Cruz is able to get in with a double. He hit another one sharply. Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say that would really stink if this one's caught as well. And fastball up and out over the plate. And it looked like Wood, from our vantage point, was going to be able to come up and make a catch. But it hits the very bottom of the wall. Unfortunate that after it hits the bottom of the wall, it comes back and he's able to knock it down and keep it near him.
That was hit 108.7 off the bat. The other way into the corner. Here's the pitch and a swing and a ground ball through that vacant left side. Base hit for Brian Reynolds. Cruz around third. He'll come in to score. RBI single, Brian Reynolds. 2-0 Pirates.
That's what you like to see. Your big guys. Get your big guys as many at bats as you can. And so O'Neill Cruz getting thrown into that leadoff spot tonight. Brian Reynolds has been in the 2-hole all year. And so have O'Neill Cruz set the table for you. 2 good at bats for him. Now 1 for 2 with a run scored, and Reynolds with another ribby.
And now McCutchen building off a single his first time. Lord delivers low and away. Ball 1. Well, the Pirates have gotten on 6 times already. And they've lined out 3 times on my scorecard. So, I mean, this is a good showing for their bats tonight. A swing and a foul. Got jammed. An inside fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike on McCutchen.
Half the hits that they had the whole series in Cincy.
Yeah, that's right.
Just the third inning. Home cooking. Credit Chef Tony.
Tony Palatucci. One of the best guys around. Best chefs, too. Down low with that sinker, and it's 2-1. Got the right side wide open. Garcia, the second baseman, playing up the middle for the righty batter. Pirates using the opposite field this inning. The pitch swinging a foul back. 96 down and in. Foul away to the right. 2-2 on McCutcheon. When you said that, too, I hadn't thought about that. But, yeah, get your best guys, as many at bats as you can. Cruz, Reynolds, McCutcheon, top three in the lineup tonight. Makes sense. Here's the pitch. Outside. Slider. 3-2. Here with one out, if Kutch can get on, and Manuel Valdez is on deck. Reynolds leads from first. He takes off. The pitch, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and Reynolds is called out. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. To the fourth, 2-0 Pirates on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Lighting.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the...
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
First 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Keibert Ruiz will lead it off for Washington. Skeen struck him out the first time, delivers just inside ball one. That was only the fifth time that Ruiz has struck out this year. Switch hitter with some good power. The pitch, swing, fly ball out to deep, pardon me, a fairly medium deep center field, right center field, caught by Cruz, the second out. Fooled me with the sound there a little bit, but it was hit well shy of the track.
Yeah, and he turned him around, and a fastball that was middle in. The first fastball that Skeens had thrown in the zone to Ruiz, and looked like he might have got the bat head out, but obviously it tied him up a bit.
So one out as the leadoff man retired. Nathaniel Lowe will bat for Washington. Takes his strike. Lefty batter. Bounced out his only time. 2-0 the Pirates enjoying the lead here in the fourth. Paul Skeens ready on an 0-1. Down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, you think about Skeens and the run he's on. He's got the longest streak right now without allowing a home run in baseball going. You got to go back to mid-August of last year, the last time he's allowed a home run, swinging a foul back.
Well, obviously he's tough to hit. And He didn't give up many singles, let alone homers.
Just one hit so far tonight. That's it.
And that ball should have been caught. To be perfectly honest, that shouldn't have been a hit.
1-2. Swinging a foul late on that fastball in. Get off the facing of the Pirates dugout. Remember playing without the fencing in front of the dugout?
Yeah, that's scary. You get really hurt over there, and that luckily had some fencing. But there's guys that are leaning over that top railing.
1-2 on Lowe at the pitch. Lowe. 2-2. Tried the splinker that time. 2-0 Pirates. 4th inning. And here it is. Strike 3 call. Got him with that big roundhouse sweeping slider. 5 strikeouts for Skeens.
Such a good pitch. He just throws it. It starts so far off the plate, you think it's a ball. You give up on it right away as a hitter. That lefty, Lowe, he sees it out of the hand. He goes, that's a ball. And then ends up being over a good bit of the plate, almost down the middle.
Here's Josh Bell. Skeens struck him out swinging the first time around. But Bell ahead, ball 1. Coming into tonight, Bell, a lifetime .365 hitter against the Pirates, getting on base half the time. 3rd best OPS for a Pirates opponent all time. Fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, coming up with the Pirates. Second go around now with the Nationals, signed as a free agent. It's been a year and a half in red, white, and blue earlier in the decade. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. When the Pirates traded him to the Nationals. Will Crow. And we saw Eddie Gein in spring training. Pirates relief prospect. Also part of that return. 1-2. Skeens ahead and the pitch. Left it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I thought that was way up, but it almost was a strike.
A little up, yeah.
Gein
was closing there for a while. He might still be closing down in Indy. The reliever we got for Bell.
Yeah, he looked good in the spring. Here's the pitch. That's low. 3-2. That changeup sinking beneath the zone. Pham playing the line in left for Bell, the switch hitter, batting left. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Paul Skeens is ready, and here's the action. Swinging a bouncer up first. Right to Valdez. He'll tag the bag for the out. Skeens on a roll. He's sent down 7 Nationals in order. And the Pirates come to bat in the bottom of the 4th, leading 2-0 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. It was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Pirates coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Manuel Valdez will lead it off. Facing Brad Lord of the Nationals at 37 pitches through 3 innings. Breaking ball outside, ball 1, and that's even though 6 Pirates have reached base, so he's been able to get through some hitters quickly. Valdez worked along at bat and walked his first time around. He takes down and in 2-0. Then Hayes and Henry Davis all reached their first times out. Pitch outside.
Yeah, again, it's amazing. The catcher's trying to get him on the plate. He will not throw anything, any fastball anywhere but on that outer part of the plate to a lefty into righties. Makes him a little more predictable.
3-0, now a strike right
Again,
on the outer edge.
On the outside corner. I don't know. He's just most comfortable there on that arm side, but
just his second major league start, 5th big league game. A swing and a foul. That one out over. Fastball, 3-2 on Valdez. In the cleanup role for the Pirates tonight, he had that assignment one other time in the major leagues with Boston last year.
Yeah, he's kind of talking to himself, wondering, you're up there 3-1, got a fastball center cut. He was way late.
3-2. Lord delivers outside. He walked him.
Man, that's a 1.5 feet outside.
He's walked 2 tonight, both Valdez. Hayes will come up, and coming up on Thursday afternoon, the first Sugardale Dollar Dog game of the season. It's a 12:35 game against the Nationals. Dollar hot dogs throughout PNC Park, all courtesy of Sugardale. Learn more about it, pirates.com/dollardogs. Hayes with an RBI single back in the first. Takes a strike. Pirates 2, Washington nothing. First of 4 here. Pirates returned home last night. Pitch inside.
Yeah,
Two-seamer ran in 1-1.
It's so predictable. Like I said, if you're up there, and he must have a pretty good fastball. I said it earlier. He throws it over 80% of the time. But you can, righty look fastball in, lefty look fastball away. He never throws it to the other side.
Pickoff move and a balk. Nope, time. I'm sorry. Time was called by the hitter before the move over.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you have to worry about is picking up spin on the breaking ball. And he hasn't thrown many of those. So, I mean, you could pretty much sell out and try to get the bat head out if you're righty. And for a lefty, just look to hit the ball the other way, like Cruz and Reynolds.
Yeah, they both hit it very sharply, plating a run in the 3rd inning. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a soft bouncer back to Lord. On to second for 1. Relay scooped up by Lowe. Nice play by the first baseman. That's the 3rd double play the Nationals have turned tonight.
Yeah, again, that's a fastball that came in on Ke'Bryan Hayes, and it was well off the plate in. In fact, Ke'Bryan jammed and almost lost his balance. So that's why it was so easy to turn 2. He couldn't get out of the batter's box.
Here's Henry Davis. Had a base hit his first time. Hit it to right. And near his shoes, ball 1. Davis was a substitute for Endy Rodriguez. Rodriguez left the game in the top of the 1st inning and has his right index finger splinted now. The pitch hit on a line, caught by the shortstop Nunez, leaping, and that ends the inning. To the 5th, Paul Skeens back to the mound for the Pirates, leading 2-0 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Hard hit ball to short.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Local Union Number 5 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Paul Skeens, 5 strikeouts through 4 scoreless innings, offers a strike to Luis Garcia Jr. Only time that the Nationals got to hit Paul DeYoung on a sinking liner in the second to center field. Here's a pop-up back of the shortstop into shallow center field, and it'll be O'Neill Cruz. Hangs on to that ball, 1 out. Now Paul DeYoung. So Skeens is working to Henry Davis. Both were first overall picks. And it is the first time that we've ever seen that in baseball, where the battery is number 1 overall selections.
No kidding.
Pitcher to catcher. Never happened before.
Never.
That's not since the draft was instituted in 1965. Pitch. There's a strike. I was kind of surprised by that. But
I'm very surprised by that.
Skeens had not caught Davis. Put it the other way around. Skeens used to be a catcher. Davis had not caught Skeens yet. There's a strike in the major leagues. 2 strikes now on DeYoung. Oh, it's on the scoreboard right now, matter of fact. Here's the pitch. It's up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So now all the folks here, if they're not listening along, know the same thing. That's fun.
Because I would think there'd be plenty, there's obviously been a lot of first overall pitchers being picked first overall.
Pitch, a swing and a miss, and the bat goes helicoptering past Hayes and into the outfield. 2 outs on the 6th strikeout by Skeens.
Yeah, I think of like a Ben McDonald. I mean, he never threw the number 1 overall catcher. I guess there's not as many catchers drafted number 1 overall.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But there's been plenty of pitchers.
And the first one is in for a strike.
I would think, going back 10 plus years ago, I mean, it was normally, the best athlete, the biggest, if it's a position player, it's going to be some, super athlete.
0-1 foul tip, 2 strikes.
Athletic guy that could do a lot of things, hit for power, hit for average, defend. Nowadays, I think it's you're looking for the best hitter a lot of times. If it's not a pitcher.
Skeens ready to work, and the pitch. A little bit low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Skeens has been dominant. He has struck out 6, walked none. Ahead 1-2 on Dylan Cruz in the pitch. And that's inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now we've seen the number 1 face the number 2 pitcher and batter before. Last instance with the Pirate was Jamison Tyone, the number 2 pick of the 2010 draft, working to then with the Nationals Bryce Harper. Pitch up high, 3-2. But if it's a pitcher and a catcher, they got to be on the same team.
Yeah.
So that
makes sense. Yeah.
But over the course of a career, people can change teams, things of that nature. But both drafted by the Pirates too. 3-2 fouled back.
But again, I'd be curious to know how many first 1-1s there were catching-wise.
I'm asking James Constans, our statistician tonight, that very question. I was trying to think off the top of my head. I'm not sure. 3-2 coming. Dylan Cruz hits it softly up third. Hayes has to charge. Barehand throw and got him on a close play. Cruz can really get down the line. But Brian Hayes making a fantastic running, barehanding play to end the inning.
As he always does. Yeah. It's so impressive.
Ball Skeens is sent down.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Pirates looking to add to their 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We got an update on Endy Rodriguez. So that right index finger is splinted right now because of a laceration, a cut. So that's outside for ball 1. You're hoping to hear that perhaps over anything else. So that's good. Good news, I think, relatively.
Yeah, I was hoping I wasn't going to hear fracture. I was hoping just a cut.
Third baseman DeYoung is guarding the line for Pham, who takes down and away. 2-0. Pham, then Frazier and Kiner Falefa at the bottom of the order, facing Brad Lord. Right-hander into his motion, and the pitch slings one low. Fastball, 3-0. Pham bounced into a double play his first time around. 3-0. Takes way outside.
Yeah, those fastball. Those four pitches weren't close. And maybe because he was trying to throw away. I was saying everything he threw fastball-wise was into righties, away to lefties. On 3 of those 4 pitches, he tried to throw the fastball away. And that's probably why he doesn't throw it to the other side of the plate. He can't locate it out there.
Colin Poche is just starting to get up in the Washington bullpen, so Jim Hickey will make the slow walk out to the mound and try to give him a little bit more time to warm up. And that reminds us to tell you that you can enter for your chance to win a Pirates luxury suite, and the winner would receive 19 tickets for themselves and guests, plus a food and non-alcoholic beverage package for one Pirates regular season home game. Exclusions apply. If you would like to enter, go to pirates.com/suite-sweeps, SUITESWEEPS.com. A little tricky. So now Frazier, third baseman DeYoung right at the bag, and the pitch low for ball 1. Lord has benefited from 3 double plays. Pirates also made an out after a hit. So even though he's had traffic in every inning, still pitch count at 54 here in the 5th inning. Toss over to first. Pham is back. He swiped 3 bases already this year. Ruiz behind the plate has caught 27% of attempted base stealers. Huge improvement from last year. The pitch. Ball line past the diving try of Nunez and into left center. A base hit for Adam Frazier, and 2 bucks are aboard. Nobody out.
Yeah, that's a veteran player for you. You know, he's been watching. He knows that all the fastballs are away. So why try to pull it? He had a ball pretty hard to left his first time up and hung up to be caught. This one hit right on the button. Also the other way. Setting the table.
So now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa lined out to center his only time. Showing bunt, and it'll take outside for ball 1. Trying to move up the runners with the top of the lineup coming up. O'Neal Cruz waiting on deck. Two 2-0 Pirates in the 5th. The pitch. Bunt shown again, taken low, 2-0.
Yeah, they can't throw a strike when they're giving them an out. That's a good sign. You know, you end up walking. You like that a lot better with Cruz up there with the bases full, because if he bunts him over, Cruz might not get a chance to swing.
Corners in even with the bags. Third baseman DeYoung a step or 2 in from the bag. Here's the pitch. Bunted back toward the pitcher. Thinks third, will go to first and get the out. Sacrifice is successful for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, his first sacrifice as a Pirate.
I must admit, I was a little surprised he didn't go to third. There's a force play over there. It was basically a 2-hopper back at the pitcher. If he turns and fires to third, he probably gets Pham.
So now 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, and Davey Martinez will come to the mound. It's the 2nd visit, so there is a pitching change here. Brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit your neighborhood Valvoline for a stay-in-your-car oil change done in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. It's 2-0 Pirates here in the 5th. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Cruz coming up right here on the Pirates Radio.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app.
7 earned runs, 8 runs total, 7 earned runs in just 3 2/3 innings. He has walked 8 in 3 2/3 innings, but somehow has struck out 6 of the 24 batters he's faced.
So they bring in the lefty to face Cruz. Cruz last year, from July on, was one of the best in baseball at hitting lefties. And the pitch, high and away, ball 1. But this year is 0 for 11 against left-handed pitching, so that might be Martinez's aim here with Lord tiring. They'll pitch to him. The 1-0 outside. Ruiz will throw to third. Pham easily back. I forgot that Ruiz likes to throw the ball around behind the plate there.
Yeah. Well, he also probably realizes that was like a pitch out. He called for that pitch away. And Tommy Pham, I think, might have saw it.
Swing and a miss on a slider. 2-1.
Yeah, Ruiz was actually jumping out behind home plate towards the right-hand right by the right-handed batter's box.
Infield up, the pitch outside. He did it again. Pham slides back into third. 3-1. Odd sequence. They've kind of had 2 pitch outs. Then they threw him a 2-0 slider for a strike. Okay, now it's 3-1 on Cruz in the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up back of the second baseman Garcia. Long run for the right fielder Call, who slides and knocks the ball down. And Pham had to hold up at third, and so Cruz is safe at first, and the bases are loaded on a single, is how they'll rule it.
Yeah, well, I guess things do even out. We talked about the ball. He had 115 miles an hour to lead off for the Pirates in the bottom of the first, right at the shortstop. This ball was a mile high. It was a mile high, but the second baseman was playing in on the grass. So even though it landed 10 feet past the infield dirt, he had a long run to go. And I think he was in a position to make the catch. He looked like he was under it, and then called him off.
And a swing and a miss by Brian Reynolds and a strike. Reynolds with an RBI single his last time up. Batting with the bases loaded and 1 out. 2-0 Pirates, looking for more here in the 5th against Colin Poche. The left-hander delivers. Swing, fly ball, center. Medium deep. Cruz makes the catch. Pham will tag and score. Sac fly for Brian Reynolds. Pirates add on. It's 3-0.
Yeah, pick up that RBI.
Second tonight.
Yeah, Brian Reynolds, just a professional at bat. Boy, that pitch was off the plate in, too. And he was able to pull those hands in. I mean, that was about 4 inches off the plate, inside. And he was able to hit that out there deep enough. Cruz did not put himself, Dylan Cruz, in a position to throw at all. He came charging that and had caught it flat-footed, so he had no chance of throwing home.
First and second and 2 outs for Andrew McCutcheon. And the lefty delivers low, ball 1. Kutch is 5 for 11 against left-handed pitching this year. Singled and struck out, 1 out of 2. Pirates lead 3-0. They have 7 hits tonight, 3 shy of their season most. Pitch only in the 5th inning. That's inside. 2-0. Lead runner is Frazier at second. O'Neill Cruz on at first. Here's the set and the pitch. Left it up. 3-0. Jackson Rutledge is a right-hander, and he is getting up in the Washington pen. Now the set and the pitch. High strike. Slider at the top of the zone. 3-1. Manuel Valdez is on deck. Poche sets. Here comes a 3-1. McCutcheon takes the walk. The pitch was in the dirt. Let's pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Three 3-0, the Pirates lead. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Manuel Valdez, a 102 lifetime hitter against lefties. Bats here against Poche and the pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball through the right side. Base hit. He comes through. Frazier is in and Cruz is behind him, scoring ahead of the throw. To second, the throw comes in and Valdez is out. But 2 runs come in on his single to right, and the Pirates lead 5-0 through 5. here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
We go to the sixth inning, brought to you by the operating engineers, Local 66. Pirates lead 5-0. Here's Nasim Nunez facing Paul Skeens. And it's a strike.
Nice to have a big inning. The Pirates were 3 for 3 that inning. Officially.
Wow.
Had a little help from their defense.
Wanda Nunez struck into left field for a base hit. Pham will cut it off from the notch. Nunez runs well, and he slides in ahead of the throw for a double, but it was a contested play.
Yeah, when you're fast like that and you run hard out of the box, that's always a double.
So leadoff man in scoring position. Second hit for the Nationals tonight. It interrupts a streak of 10 in a row sent down by Paul Skeens. Here's Alex Call, who has grounded out to third both times. He's playing right at the bag. Skeens delivers a strike. So thanks to James Constance and Jesse Abrahams, our statisticians tonight, looking up the number one overall picks who have caught a major league game. Here's the pitch, and it's outside 1-1. You mentioned Adley Rutschman, and the Orioles have not had a number one overall pick pitch to him yet. How about Joe Mauer, who for many years was a catcher? See, we moved over to first base at the end of his career. The pitch, and it's up high, 2-1.
Yeah, when I was coaching, I saw Joe Mauer on his way up through Double-A, and it was like, whoa, yeah, he's going to be really good. He kind of stuck out like a sore thumb.
All those years the Twins didn't have a number one overall pick pitch to Mauer. Swinging a foul, 2-2. And then you go down the list, and the rest of the guys didn't really catch for very long. B.J. Surhoff, but then he moved out from behind the plate.
Outfield, yeah.
And Phil Nevin, another guy, I forgot that he was a catcher originally.
That's right.
But he moved out from behind the plate. Former Pirate Bill Allman caught one time in the major leagues. Thanks to our statisticians. Ground ball to Hayes. He flubs it, and now his only play is to throw toward first. And Skeens bowls over the runner at third and tumbles, and the runner is safe. Skeens tried to get over to cover third when Hayes juggled the ball and then hit the dirt, and everyone is safe.
Yeah, the base running in this game hasn't been great. And the decision by Nunez to go to third there, not a wise one, because could have really almost. Are they even going to look at this? I'm wondering if they're going to look at this because you're down 5 runs. You don't want to be making outs on the bases.
Skeens thought he got the out, racing over from the mound. He got to third before Kiner Falefa did.
Well, there was the glove got there and he tagged him after he hit the bag, but I think his one foot came off the bag as the other one touched it. So if his glove stayed on him, and I don't know if they'll have a view of that, that would be their chance.
That'd be some incredible awareness by the pitcher. Skeens going over to cover. Third base when Hayes, what is right now ruled an error.
They're going
to call in a review brought to you by Ring Central. Every moment matters.
Yeah, they'll have to have a different view of it than I've seen so far. I haven't seen anything that would overturn it, but
even though he probably did get the out, but they have to be able to see for sure that he did.
And literally, he went in with his right foot, and his right foot came off the bag 1 inch before the left foot hit the bag. So literally, the glove would have had to be on him while for like an inch of him not being on the bag.
It was scary too because Skeens, once he applied the tag, is arriving at the bag just as the runner did, and he goes airborne and then does a somersault into foul territory. And you look at Paul Skeens, you can't get him hurt.
This would be the view if they show it, if his glove's still on him. And I think you're going to call him out, and that's a huge mistake, base running, and that's the last 2 outs. You're going to have perhaps if they call him out, that's the last 2 runners that are called out because they didn't slide.
The runner is safe. Pittsburgh will lose their challenge.
I thought they had it. I thought they did. Yeah, the end of the 5th was a Valdez thrown out at second. In fact, 3 of the 5 innings for the Pirates, they've been thrown out on the bases for the final out of the inning. And if Valdez slides, he's safe easily. Nunez, if he would have slid, safe easily. But, man, I thought we were going to get that call.
Here is James Wood now with 2 on and nobody out. It's a 5-0 Pirates lead, and it's up high for ball 1. This is the Pirates' largest lead of the season. But right now in danger after a leadoff double and an error. Wood, 4 homers in his last 5 games. The pitch outside, 2-0. Powerful lefty batter. 1 shy of the major league lead in home runs, 5 overall this year. Second baseman Frazier cuts down the hole, swinging a dribbler foul.
Wow.
2 balls and a strike.
Wood was up there gearing up for a fastball, got the 2-0 change and cued it off the end of the bat, so he needs a new bat. By the way, did you mention that they ruled that an error on Hayes?
Yes.
One of the rare times you'll see him get caught in a little bit in between.
Yeah.
That ball handcuffed him on its way up.
First error of the year. He came into tonight in a virtual tie for the most outs above average among players. And way ahead of any third baseman in the span of his career. Way ahead. Here's the 2-1. Outside 3-1. And now Skeens. Remember, he ran over there and almost made. I think we saw that one other time in the last decade. A 5-1 put out. You almost never see it. Toss over to first. And Call is back at first. I'm trying to remember the instance, but I think I've seen it once that I can remember. But very rare. Pitcher to be that heady. Here's the pitch. Strike right on the outer edge at the knees at 99, popping them at 3-2.
You can tell he doesn't want to give up this run. He does not want to give up this run.
3-2 on James Wood. Swinging a ground ball on towards short. He'll go to second for 1. Relay way late. Wood runs well. Nunez scores. Give Wood the run batted in on the fielder's choice. It's 5-1 here in the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, if IKF makes the decision to go forward, he kind of stepped back a half a step to get himself some room to get a better hop. if he charges right off the bat, I think you get the double play.
So instead, Wood at first with one out. Keibert Ruiz hitting this in 2 tries tonight. He swings and lines one to right, falling fast, and McCutchen comes on. A head-first dive. Tremendous. Andrew McCutchen in right field. What a play.
He can still do it. I mean, I thought that was risky to come charge and take that gamble, because if it gets by him, it's a triple. But my goodness, he can still do it. That's a heck of a play. He has proven here in the last week or so that he still needs a glove, and he can still use it.
That was a tremendous play. 38-year-old right fielder, and now the throw goes past Valdez and into right field and goes along the sideboards. Wood is going to advance at least 2 bases, and now will be held at third on what is going to be the Pirates' 3rd error tonight. And that will be the 2nd one on Skeens on the throw.
He has that quick move over there, and yeah, Valdez reaching. It got under his glove, under Wood. You know, and sometimes you get lucky. It hits the runner and he doesn't advance, but it got under him and went all the way almost down into the right field corner.
5-1 Pirates. The pitch and a strike to Nathaniel Lowe with 2 outs. So that catch play, boy, that's
huge.
Should point out there have been 90 players coming into tonight who have played right field this year. Pitch outside 1-1, and outs above average. Kutch ranked 7th, and remember that's a quantitative stat that adds up, and he's only played a handful of games.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, he's made some beauties out there.
That's how well he's played right field. The pitch, swinging a hard liner over short into left center base hit. Cruz has to race to cut it off from the notch. He juggles the ball, and that allows Lowe to get into second base. Might have had him held, but hit so deeply they'll probably give him a double. Nope, single and an error. That's the 3rd error of the inning, 4th error tonight for the Pirates, and an RBI and a single for Lowe, and now it's 5-2.
Yeah, no question. If Cruz comes up with this, it's a single. But as he reaches down for the back end, it's almost like he overran it. Yeah, it's like, you know, his glove was actually behind his front foot as he just kind of overran it just a little bit, and so he kind of had to reach back.
Well, the Pirates, who had their largest lead of the season when this inning began at 5-0, have committed 3 errors in the inning. That's afforded the Nationals a couple of runs. 5-2 now with a man at second and Josh Bell coming up. Remember when Bell made his Diamondbacks debut last year after being traded? He faced the Pirates and he homered from both sides of the plate. He's always hit the Pirates well since they dealt him away. There's a strike. But tonight, Skeens has had the better of him. Just a strikeout and a weak ground ball to first. That's been it for Josh Bell so far. 1 strike on him. Justin Lawrence getting up in the pen. The pitch, swing and a miss, way late. 99 right down the middle. 2 strikes. He threw it right by him.
Yeah, there was a little anger behind that almost. And Josh Bell, for forever, will be thinking about that at bat he had against Aroldis Chapman last year. I did one of the most impressive swings I've ever seen under the circumstances.
What was it, 105 miles an hour?
103 mile per hour fastball.
0-2, swinging a bouncing ball onto second base. Frazier up with it easily and onto first for the final out. The Nationals get 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-2 Pirates on Pirates Radio.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go.
Watch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Want to see your little leaguer on the field at PNC Park? Sign your kid up for Play Ball Kid. Screen play ball before the game. Kids 5 to 14 can register for a chance to win. Includes 4 game tickets and a Pirates Caliente Pizza and Draft House prize pack. Sign up your little leaguer. Get them on the field right here at PNC Park. Pirates.com/playballkid. First pitch, ball 1 to Key Brian Hayes. Facing Jackson Rutledge of the Nationals. The right-hander comes home, swinging a foul back, 1-1.
Rutledge just 3 innings of work. He's allowed 4 hits, a run. That came via a home run. He's walked a couple. He has struck out 5.
Here's his pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Throws a lot of cutters, does Rutledge. Averages about 89, 90 with the cutter. 4-seam fastball can get up to 95.
2-1, and there's a strike. High and away fastball. Pirates lead 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Hayes 1 for 2 tonight. RBI single in the first inning. 2-2, way outside. Poche gave up a run in 2/3 and gave up the 2 inherited runners. So Lord, 4 1/3, gave up 4 runs. Skeens is at 99 pitches now, so that might be it for him tonight. Fly ball to the right of center. Cruz able to take care of that one easily. 1 out. And now Henry Davis hit 2 tries tonight. You can play to win with the PA Lottery. Visit PALottery.com or download the app today. You got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. It benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Henry hits it foul and then hits it foul again. 1 strike. Thought maybe he would hit it fair on the second attempt. Kind of funny how that works. You hit the ball and then slides down your bat and you can hit it more. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2 strikes, pulled off the slider. Henry Davis was inserted into the game in the top of the first inning. Endy Rodriguez left with a right index finger laceration. Here's an 0-2. Strike 3 call, 2 outs. Now the Pirates have Joey Bart also on the roster, and Derek Shelton said before the game that Bart likely is going to be available tonight, so they probably have a backup to Davis. But if they ever run into a jam, and we see that once in a great while, you see somebody who's not a catcher have to catch. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa came up to the major leagues as a catcher, so he would probably be the emergency guy if ever needed. There's a strike.
Yeah, I think if Endy was still in the game and it didn't happen where Henry had to come in, I think we would have saw Bart already in this game. I mean, if he's available to pinch hit, I think he would have ended up pinch hitting in the 5th.
For Valdez?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was thinking too, yeah.
But you can't afford to do that, because Endy's out. Kind of got to keep Joey back there in case something crazy happens and you lose Henry.
2 strikes on Tommy Pham, and the pitch, it's outside 1-2. I think the last instance we saw was Josh Van Meter have to catch.
Yeah, that's right.
Tail end of a game. Andrew Knapp had gotten kicked out of the game. Pirates catcher. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pham down on strikes. Rutledge retires the side in order in the 6th. To the 7th, Pirates are winning 5-2 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Seventh inning coming up. Pirates 5, Nationals 2. And the Pirates will go to the bullpen and bring in Justin Lawrence.
Yeah, Justin has done a nice job. 7 games, 7 2/3 innings. 1.17 ERA. He has struck out 11. He has held opponents to a 167 batting average.
And the pitch. And there's the strike. Luis Garcia Jr. Paul DeYoung and then Dylan Cruz, 6, 7, and 8 hitters. So Paul Skeens goes 6 strong innings tonight. The pitch, swing, gonna miss, 2 strikes, and that sweeper. Skeens gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. 99 pitches. Gets that season ERA under 3. Still unhittable as always. 27 straight starts to begin his career. Still 6 hits or fewer. Soft bouncer to first. Valdez will tag the bag, 1 out. Only Shohei Ohtani with a longer streak to start one's career in baseball lore. Here's Paul DeYoung. And some of that has to do with it. In the olden days, guys would go 9 innings all the time. So,
oh yeah,
you know, and batting averages are down these days, but still very impressive. Career batting average against under 200 for Skeens. DeYoung takes a strike. He has one of the Nationals' 3 hits tonight, credited with a single back in the 2nd. When out, bases empty, Lawrence delivers, swing and a miss. That sweeper, something, 2 strikes.
That ball was 2 feet outside when Henry Davis caught it. I mean, it's nasty. It looks wicked when you're watching him live.
And no one can hit it. Here's an 0-2 swing and a fly ball to left. And Pham moves over to his right to make the catch. That's the 2nd out. In terms of the last 3 seasons, including this one, opponents slug 239 off that sweeper, which is the 2nd lowest for any sweeper, slurve, or slider in baseball.
And that's in Colorado. You know, I mean, that's what makes you scratch your head. What happened?
Here's Dylan Cruz with 2 outs, nobody on. Takes a fastball in for ball 1. 97 miles an hour from Lawrence.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he did have great numbers last year. Had bad numbers in Colorado for sure, but still, I mean, how do you let this guy walk?
He was their closer for a time. Inside 2-0. Fastball ran in to Cruz, a right-handed batter, 0 for 2 tonight. 5-2 Pirates lead in the 7th. The Pirates were able to claim him at the early part of spring training back in the early March. The pitch, strike, got get me over sweeper, 2-1.
Yeah, and that's almost unhittable.
Does it appear like it's behind you or at your
That
hip?
one right there, yeah, it just locks you up. Yeah, that thing's going to start like at your rear end.
Ends up right on that inner edge. The pitch it goes to the backstop, 3-1. Well, I talked to Lawrence when the Pirates picked him up, and I said, you know, is there any, because you hear it sometimes, well, Coors Field, the breaking balls don't break as much, right? Any truth to that you've seen? He said, yes. He said, my sinker and slider wouldn't behave the same. There's a strike, but the benefit is that when you pitch enough at Coors Field like he does, or any of the Rockies pitchers, you kind of know what to do and what it's going to do. So you can kind of pitch to that environment. It's a little more predictable, but still not easy in that big ballpark. 3-2, and he could not hold up. That sweeper strikes him out. So Lawrence comes on trying to protect the lead, and does so in fine fashion, retiring the side in order in the 7th. And we'll stretch here at PNC Park. 5-2 Buccos.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Five-2 Pirates, as Adam Frazier will lead it off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Isaiah Connor-Falefa, then O'Neill Cruz. Jackson Rutledge returns for a second inning of relief, and his pitch is in there for a strike on the slider over. Frazier 1 out of 2 tonight. Rutledge ready, and here it is. Swinging a foul, 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Here's the pitch. Up and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now 1-2. And here it is. Swing and a ball hit down the left field line, tailing foul. Suit up at MLBshop.com. You can check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your Pirates gear. 1-2 on Frazier leading off the 7th. The pitch upstairs, 2-2. 5 runs on 8 hits, 4 errors for the Pirates. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Washington. Series opener, first of 4 here at PNC Park. Here's a 2-2 bounced over the mound toward the shortstop Nunez, gets the short hop, throws to first, good play, and gets the out.
Yeah, that was rangy, very rangy. He ended up almost at first base after he threw it. Had to go a long way and made a nice little pick on the second base side of second base. Like on the right field side. I mean, yeah, that was impressive.
So 1 out. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 0 for 1 officially. There's a strike. He's lined out and laid down a sacrifice in the 5th. That was part of that 3-run inning for the Pirates in that 5th. They established a 5-0 lead at that point. The Nationals answered with 2 in the 6th on a 3-error inning, the first one since 2020 for the Pirates. But still with a 3-run lead. Skeens went 6th, then Lawrence a 1-2-3 7th. The pitch hit off the end of the bat into left field. Wood will retire it for the 2nd out. Kind of a lunging offer. And now O'Neill Cruz.
I actually thought that was going to get ugly for a second. Dylan Cruz was flying from center, and he wasn't letting up to the last second. I guess maybe he either saw Wood over there or Wood called it one last time.
James Wood is a substantial figure. Don't want to collide into him. Here's O'Neill Cruz in a swing and a miss and a strike and a slider. Caleb Ferguson getting up for the Pirates, the left-hander. Wood will play deep and toward the line in left. Almost never see a left fielder play there. Where he's playing currently for O'Neill Cruz. Here's an 0-1 swing and a miss. 2 strikes. Slider down and away. Facing the righty Rutledge. Cruz 2 for 3 tonight. The Pirates can win tonight. It'd be their first win in almost 10 years, committing 4 or more errors. They did so at Turner Field back in 2015. Pitch fouled back, spoiled that slider to stay alive. Still 2 strikes on O'Neill Cruz. The stats perform. Keyboards are smoking tonight. They are really working. Giving us the facts and figures. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pirates go down in order in the 7th, but lead 5-2 over the Nationals. 8th coming up right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Can you see yourself in the seat of a tower crane, changing the city's...
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every Pirates game with $3 IC Light 16-ounce drafts at DJ's Barbecue and Lounge. Your home for legendary ribs, IC Light, and Pirates baseball. See you at DJ's. All right, 8th inning here from PNC Park. Pirates up 5-2. Here comes Caleb Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson has been very good as a Pirate. Hasn't given up any earned runs.
And he'll face Nasim Nunez, turnaround bat, right-handed, take a strike. Nunez with a double his last time up, 1 out of 2. Then the top of the order, Alex Call and James Wood hits third. Ruiz fourth if it gets there. Hayes playing right at the bag. Valdez in even with the bag at first, and the pitch inside to the speedy Nunez. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, 8 innings of work for Ferguson. He's only allowed 4 hits.
Left-hander sets in the 1-1. Swinging a ball, fought off and hit into right, a base hit. And so the speedy Nunez on with a leadoff single to right field.
His helmet fell off at the plate. Always seeing helmet. I guess they must wear their helmets loose nowadays. Seriously, my helmet has never fallen off. Ever. I don't understand how helmets fall off almost every inning nowadays.
I have no answer for that. Yeah. Here is Alex Call, a right-handed batter. 0 for 3 tonight. Reached on an error his last time up. The pitch takes a strike.
Yeah, I was watching him run down first. Something looked weird. I'm like, he doesn't have a helmet on. He was sitting in the batter's box.
Here's the pitch. Call, check swing strike on that inside cutter. 0-2. That's been a good pitch for Ferguson.
Yeah, it's almost like that pitch is on him before that foot's down. You know, with his stride, he has a little open stance. By the time his foot was down, that ball was already across the plate.
Two strikes on Alex Call. Nobody out. Nasim Nunez on at first. 5-2 Pirates, 8th inning. Here it is. Swinging a foul. Man at first, nobody out. Call came into tonight hitting at .367. Ferguson ahead of him, 2 strikes. And here it is. Down low and away with a breaking ball. 1-2. Wood on deck has driven in a run today. Big time power. Call tough to double up. Swinging a bouncing ball to second. Ranging to his left is Frazier. Only plays to first. They'll get the out there. Nunez to second. But now 1 out with Wood coming up.
Yeah, that's a smart play. Just get an out. I mean, I've seen it before where guys try to make a crazy spin play and get the lead runner, but you only need 6 outs. So they give you 1, take it. Now you're down to 5.
Here's Wood. Hitless tonight. Left on left. The pitch and a strike from Ferguson. Left-handed batters against Ferguson this year are 0 for 9.
Yeah, that first pitch, fastball right down the middle, 94.
Here's an 0-1 swing and a miss. Tied him up with an up and in fastball. 2 strikes.
And again, that ball was in the hitting zone before his foot got down. He has also a slightly open stance. That ball was caught before that swing got off.
Ferguson, a free agent signee by the Pirates, a 1-year deal. There's a 0-2 up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it was Skeens for 6, Lawrence to Ferguson, and then Santana hasn't pitched since Wednesday. Just thinking ahead, perhaps. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2-2. Well, they've been mixing up the lineup to try to get some offense tonight with Cruz leading off. 2 hits for Cruz. Pirates with 5 runs across. And with the bullpen injuries and underperformance wreaking havoc on it tonight, so far, the proper elixir. Here's the 2-2, swinging a foul. Jammed him with that inside fastball again. That sinker is running in on the lefty from the lefty slants of Ferguson.
Yeah, I mean, just watching him since he's been with the Pirates, the spring training and that fastball gets on these guys. They can't get the barrel to it.
2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. Hit that one up the third base side.
Again, they're just catching everything deep. They cannot get the bat head out front.
Now, Wood has an opposite field approach, but yeah, I mean, nothing's.
I'm talking every hitter.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. That time on the cutter, just bailing out. I mean, you don't see anybody looking comfortable against Ferguson so far this year. Lots of playoff experience, especially with the Dodgers. 2-2 home outside. 3-2, barely missed.
Yeah, as a hitter, you're holding your breath. They're hoping that they're going to call it a ball. It was out very, very close.
3-2 on James Wood, man at second. The pitch, swinging a ball laced foul up the first base side.
And the only way he got the bat head out was because it was a breaking ball, and it was middle in. 80 miles an hour.
Tumbling breaking ball. Pitch number 10, swinging a foul to the left on an inside fastball. Now Ferguson has pitched in 9 postseason games, has never allowed a run or a hit. So give you an idea of some of that experience that he's got here for the Pirates. Nunez at second, 1 out, a 3-2. Swinging a bouncing ball, softly hit to second. Frazier gloves and throws out Wood. Nunez to third, but now 2 men gone after that 11 pitch at bat. And here is Keibert Ruiz, who came into tonight leading the National League in batting average, but is 0 for 3 thanks to Andrew McCutcheon's fine play and right.
Yeah, he decided to go with the breaking ball, got it away from Wood that time, and rolled over off the end of the bat. Very well done.
5-2 Pirates lead. The pitch, swing and a foul back. And strike one. Now this might be the setup for the Pirates pen to break through what has been a tough go of things, trying to protect leads when they've had them here in the early going. Lawrence a 1-2-3 7th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a liner up the middle, and that's going to be down for a base hit. A 2-out single for Ruiz. Scores Nunez. Now it's 5-3, and the tying run will come up in Nathaniel Lowe.
Yeah, Ruiz gets the cutter. Cutter inner third. And boy, short and compact. Good looking swing.
So Ruiz with his 11th run batted in. He came into tonight hitting .538 with runners in scoring position. Now Lowe, lefty, takes ball 1. Well, no lefty batter has gotten a hit off Ferguson this year. They are 0 for 10 against him. Lowe with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. An RBI single his last time up, among the leaders in runs batted in. Pitch high and away, 2 balls and nothing. I don't know if that, I think that might have been a strike.
That was on the outside edge. The first pitch was just barely down, maybe half a ball. That one was right there on the outside edge.
Dennis Santana getting up in the Pirates pen. 2-0 at a strike. That one brought it in just a bit. Not even the width of a baseball worth, and it's 2-1. 5-3 now. The Pirates lead cut into by the Nationals. Tying run at the plate here with 2 outs in the 8th. Pitch to Lowe. Swing is high, fly ball out to right, but got underneath it. McCutcheon will go out to the warning track to haul this one in to end the 8th inning. Nationals get a run. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-3 Pirates on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Today.
The Pirates lead 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. You can check out the Pirates military discount. All active duty, reserve, veteran, and retired service members and their families can save big on tickets to all Pirates home games. That offer is available at the PNC Park ticket windows with proper ID or online at pirates.com/military. Reynolds, McCutchen, Valdez, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Jackson Rutledge resetting the Nationals bullpen. He's went out for a 3rd inning of relief. He's retired the 6 men in order that he's faced. Here's the pitch. Swing and a base hit for Reynolds. Boy, he's starting to heat up now. Had that double yesterday. 2 more hits tonight. Driven in a couple of runs.
Yeah, but that swing is back. And I think sometimes it helps when you're up against a guy you know you're going to see a fastball from, like Hunter Green yesterday. And he timed it up. I don't know if it was 99 or 100, the double he hit, but he was right on it. And so pretty much on every pitch here tonight as well. Timing looks like it's back.
Here's Andrew McCutchen. Rutledge delivers upstairs for ball 1. Cuts tonight, 1 out of 2, single, walk, run scored, and a fantastic headlong diving grab in right field. Here's the set, and the 1-0. There's a strike. Valdez is on deck, and right now in this 2-run game, Valdez against the lefty Poche drove in 2 on his single. The 4th and 5th runs for the Pirates. Right now, the difference-making hit in this game. Here's the 1-1 to the backstop. That enables Reynolds to take second base on a wild pitch. And Valdez was a 102 career hitter against lefties prior to that at bat. So, I mean, pretty big turn of events as it's looking like right now. On a night where the Pirates have committed 4 errors, trying to win the game, despite doing so for the first time in 10 years.
Let's see if we can get him over, get him in.
2-1. Strike, high and away fastball, 2-2. Yeah, it's like a leadoff double now.
That's it. Well, we've talked a lot about doing the little things. Get him over, get him in. Productive at bat.
Rutledge on a 2-2. High and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Andrew talking to himself. Looked like he was talking to his bat. He wasn't happy with that last strike call. And that one, he almost offered it the high fastball and had a little talk with his bat. Told it to stay back.
3-2 up and in, ball 4. McCutchen walks, putting 2 on for Valdez, who's been on base all 3 times tonight. Pirates are 4 for 4 tonight with runners in scoring position, and despite their overall batting average coming into tonight at 184, they're middle of the pack with runners in scoring position coming into tonight. Now add 4 out of 4 to that. Davey Martinez has had the bullpen going, and he's making a slow walk out here. Eduardo Salazar, a right-hander, has been up, and so maybe Rutledge going to be done here. Let's see. Yep, the call has been made, and so this pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit your neighborhood Valvoline for a stay-in-your-car oil change done in about 15 minutes. No appointment.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Eyes are getting bad, Joe. I'm like, is that an 8 or a 5? It's a 3.86 ERA. I didn't have this problem last year. I guess it's just age creeping up with me. I could read this perfectly fine last year. Now I don't know if 8s or 5s or 5s or 8s. Anyhow, he's allowed 9 hits in 7 innings. He's walked 3. He has struck out 4.
Sign me up for that club, too. I got my cheaters on, trying to figure this stuff out. I do know that Valdez has been on base all 3 times tonight. Corners pinch in. I don't think he's bunting. That's outside ball 1.
How about that? You throw him in the cleanup spot, and they pitch to him like he's a cleanup hitter. A couple of walks, and then he comes in with the big bases loaded 2-out hit.
Off the lefty.
Off the lefty.
Astounding. Now facing the righty, the pitch. There's a strike. They have Jose A. Ferrer. He's the only other lefty that is down in their bullpen. And going with the righty here against Valdez because he hit the lefty last time, I suppose. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a hard grounder, fair right up the first base line. Reynolds tags third and will come home to score. It's hung up in the right field corner off the sidewall. McCutchen stops at third. It's an RBI double for Enmanuel Valdez, playing the part tonight of the cleanup man. 3 RBIs, 6-3 Pirates.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, we've been seeing a different lineup just about every ball game, and I didn't have Valdez batting cleanup, anytime soon. But man, they throw him in there, and he shows them, hey, I can drive in runs. Throw me in there. 2 for 2, couple of walks, now 3 RBIs.
Infield is up with second and third and nobody out. Brian Hayes bats and takes ball 1 down low. Pirates a 6-3 lead here in the 8th. Nobody out. Valdez, in his last full season in the minor leagues, AA and AAA, drove in 107, hit 28 home runs. 1-0 pitch, swinging a hard liner past that drawn in infield, base hit. McCutchen scores. Valdez waved around third. He will score. 3 RBIs for Brian Hayes tonight, and the Pirates breaking it open. They're up 8-3.
Yeah, they just need to get home, get some home cooking, because this is fun. It just seemed like it was just so hard to score a run in that last series in Cincinnati, and now all of a sudden it looks easy, especially with runners in scoring position. My goodness. What a job.
Pirates are 6 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight. Tapped foul and a strike to Henry Davis. There's still nobody out. And the Nationals scored in the top half of this inning, making it a 2-run game. They brought the tying run up. And considering where the Pirates have been protecting leads this year, you go, well, you kind of get a little worried there. But this is why, when you answer like this, it makes it a lot easier on everybody.
Sure does. It's hard. It's hard on everybody when you're always playing in a 1-run game, tie game, 2-run game even.
0-2. Davis takes low. Season high 11 hits for the Pirates.
Yeah, takes the pressure off. It takes the pressure off of every part of the game. As a hitter, as a pitcher, as a base runner, as a defender. Relax, enjoy. This is where baseball's fun.
Now the 1-2 coming from Salazar. Swinging a foul. 2 of the 3 runs are charged to Rutledge, so 2 runs in 2+ for the preceding pitcher. Hayes with 2 hits and 3 RBIs tonight. Valdez on base all 4 times, 3 RBIs for him tonight. 8-3 Pirates. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Down and away slider. 1 out, and we'll pause 10 for a station identification on the Pirates Radio Network. Here's Tommy Pham, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Toss over to first. Hayes is back. So this equals their largest lead of the night and of the season. 5 runs, 8-3 here in the 8th. The pitch fouled back. Strike on Tommy Pham with Hayes at first. 3 in for the Pirates. One strike. There goes Hayes. Pitch is a ball. Throw down to second, and Hayes is safe with a stolen base. Number 3 for Hayes.
It's great seeing him run too. He's feeling good. We've seen plenty of smiles on the face of Key Brian Hayes so far this year. We've seen the stellar defense. The bat has been solid, and he's running. I like to see that.
He's stolen as many as 20 bases in a season. But so much of last year hindered with back trouble. Here's a 1-1 in tight.
And that's why, there was a lot of times where he wasn't getting out of the box. He wasn't getting down the line. You knew, there was something up with him. But, I like to see them legs going.
The pitch. There's a strike. Now 2-2. Pirates are a perfect 6 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight. Two. Swinging a bouncer right side and through. Base hit. Hayes tags third. He's coming home to score. The throw, and he stands up. Tommy Pham knocks him in with a single to right through that hole, and the Pirates lead 9-3.
There's hits over there. There's so much. You see these shifts where the second baseman is always, playing up the middle with a right-handed batter, and you always have that big gap on that right side. If you have a swing that allows you to get on top of the ball the other way, there's a lot of hits over there.
And the veteran knows that and is able to do it. 7 for 7 with runners in scoring position for the Pirates tonight. There's a strike. James Costanza statistician tonight, Pirates have never gone as much as even 6 for 6. Perfect with runners in scoring position in a game in the modern era. Since 1901, tonight they're 7 for 7.
Oh.
Frazier the other way, and a base hit down into left field. Oh, it's all coming now. The Pirates' bats have come alive back home in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, again, you could get up there, relax. Not so much pressure on every at bat, every pitch. See it and hit it.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Pirates lead 9-3. Swinging a foul. First and second, one out. Well, where the Pirates were as a team, only 2 teams in the last 115 years have started off with a lower batting average at that stage of the season. It's bound to turn around.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt.
13 hits so far tonight. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's going to sneak through. Base hit. Pham touches third, and he's going to score. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa knocks him in. The Pirates are 8 for 8 with runners in scoring position tonight, and they lead 10-3 over the Nationals.
Yes, sir. Keep the line moving. Now that means everybody in the lineup with at least a hit. 5 different Pirates with RBIs. 6 different Pirates have scored a run. 7 make that.
Now Cruz, the 9th Pirate to bat this inning. Takes outside, ball 1. 10 runs on 14 hits for the Pirates. 5-run 8th inning. Frazier, the lead runner at second. Kiner-Falefa trails at first in the pitch. Down and in, missing 2 balls and no strikes. Last time the Pirates committed 4 errors and made this big of a win was against the Cubs back in 2004. Chris Benson beat Greg Maddux that day in a 13-2 win. Strike. It's all behind us now.
Did you say Benson beat Maddux?
Yes.
Wow.
Good offense can cure a lot. Tonight the Pirates have had just that. There's a strike.
Boy, that's 2 straight that O'Neill took that were pretty much center cut.
Cruz 2 out of 4 tonight. Gets that 5th at bat here in the 8th inning, batting in that leadoff role. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip. And for the first time tonight, Pirates make it out with a runner in scoring position and charged it at bat. Here's Brian Reynolds. He started this inning with a single. 10-3, the Pirates lead here in the 8th. Salazar just trying to get through the inning. The pitch, swinging a bouncing ball towards second. Garcia backs up, plants, throws, and gets Reynolds for the final out. The Pirates strike for 5 runs in the 8th inning, and we go to the 9th. Pirates lead 10-3 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Pirates erupt for 5 runs in the 8th, padding their margin. They're now up 10-3, and Dennis Santana was warming up, so he'll come in. He hasn't pitched since Wednesday.
Yep, needs some work, and boy, plenty of breathing room, so he can relax and just focus on getting 3 outs. 2.45 ERA, 7 1/3 innings, just a couple of earned runs, 4 strikeouts for Dennis.
First pitch is in for a strike to Josh Bell. So Pham will move from left to right field. They'll take McCutchen out of the game defensively. And Jack Sawinski will go in and play left field. Swing, fly ball, deep right. And it'll be Pham shy of the track. Make the catch, 1 out.
Santana is good at missing the barrel of the bat. I mean, the big man, Josh Bell, took a big swing, but didn't get the big part of the bat on it. A little bit off the end. Routine for Pham.
Here is Garcia. There's a strike. The Nationals just last inning brought the tying run into play. Now a 7-run lead. Pirates' largest lead of the season. Most runs scored, most hits collected in a game. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Skeen started, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. No walks by the Pirates pitchers tonight. 1-1. Strike. And it's 1-2. Santana comes set, and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball right to second base. Frazier has it cleanly, and on to first for the 2nd out. Santana in this ballpark over his career, an ERA under 2. 25 games here at PNC Park.
Like the 2 quick outs, just 6 pitches. And barely breaking a sweat. Close this one.
He's been really good in a Pirate uniform. There's DeYoung, 1 out of 3. The pitch. There's a strike. And boy, it's good to hear that. The way that the Pirates have played tonight. (10-3) Pirates lead. And the 0-1. Swinging a foul way out in front. Now 2 strikes. Trying to button it up, get Skeens the win, get the Pirates back in the win column. Series opener. 2 strikes on Paul DeYoung. Santana coming home. Swinging a foul, got in on his hands at 96. Two outs, nobody on. Pirates up by 7. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit to center field. So DeYoung with his 2nd hit.
A nice approach. 2 strikes. Stays back, sees it, got a breaking ball. Doesn't try to do too much with it, stays with it. Kind of like a opposite field approach. It allows you to stay back on that breaking ball.
Now it's Dylan Cruz who's 0 for 3 tonight. Here it is. Won't pay attention to DeYoung. He'll scoot into second. And a strike on Dylan Cruz. Pirates an out away from securing victory, up 10-3 in the 9th. 0-1. Swinging the ground ball to third. There's Hayes getting in front of it. And the throw to first gets Cruz. And the Pirates prevail. They win 10-3. And really good to see the bats come alive tonight.
Of course, when you get Paul Skeens on the mound, you think you're going to win, especially after a little bit of a losing streak. You score him one in the first, you're like, okay, you feel pretty good. Get him a second one, it's like, whoa, yeah, that's nice. I like our chances. Then you give him the 3 spot, game over. And then, so, you give them a 5-0 lead, they score a couple, obviously, but the big thing is it seemed like they kind of relaxed and scoring some runs, and it's kind of got contagious a little bit. And so when that starts happening, you're in there relaxed and it's free and easy. Let's just go play some baseball and have some fun, and you're not, I got to get a hit. And so, as you see, it just kind of went down the line, and hopefully that'll carry over to tomorrow.
Yeah, the Pirates win the series opener tonight. Skeens with the victory, and the Pirates defeat the Nationals 10-3 tonight. And Santana wrapping it up. It looked like when he was warming up that he might come in the 8th, or at least for a save opportunity in the 9th inning, but instead had 5 add-on runs in the 8th inning, propelling the Pirates. And they win it 10-3 tonight. And at the plate, Andrew McCutchen scored a couple of runs, got on base 3 times, made a fantastic play in the field as well. And he is with Sportsnet Pittsburgh's Hannah Mears down on the field as Sportsnet's player of the game.
The big thing here tonight is these necklaces. I hear that you're the guy behind this, and it seemed to work tonight. Can you tell us why the necklaces, and how did you expect them to work tonight?
I don't know, because I used to ball out with them back in the day, so might as well give it to the whole team. So that's what we did today. We put 10 runs up on the field. It's not a coincidence.
You guys absolutely did ball out. That's exactly what happened. Kutch, I'm curious, when you were handing these necklaces out, what were you saying to your team to rally them together offensively tonight?
Just put it on and see what happens. And they saw what happened, so we're going to keep rocking with it.
We also saw what happened in the outfield tonight with your diving catch. Everybody loves seeing Andrew McCutchen in right field. I also saw you point to your Gold Glove logo. Did you just have to remind everybody out there what you're made of?
No, I just had to remind one person and one person only, and that's O'Neal Cruz. If he wants one, he just got to watch me. So, let's just keep doing it and keep it going. And it's just the power of the fighting right now for the team.
Kutch, how nice was it, though, to finally compliment this great pitching that you guys have gotten? I mean, Paul Skeens started it off. The bullpen finished it strong.
Yeah, when Skeens shows up, you only need a couple runs on the board, but he did his thing, and we were finally able to do our thing, so hopefully we can carry that into tomorrow.
Kutch, you also had to let the ump know. It seemed like nobody was standing in your way tonight. What did you say to him after you scored?
Move out of the way. I almost blew out.